with Khoze encourages young entrepreneurs, supports advocacy on policy change for medium and small enterprises, discusses health and leisures.
Welcome to Have Hour with Khoze. I am Morinike Olaide. Today I will be having a chat with a very important guest who has recently been reappointed by his government to serve a tenure in Nigeria. He is the ambassador of Ecuador, Leopoldo Rovayo Verdesoto. Welcome, sir.
Thank you for inviting me at this new program.
We are going to have a very long chat, and I hope you're happy to do that.
Yeah, of course. One of my main aims is to let Nigerian people to know about my country.
That's nice. So tell me about Ecuador, sir.
You know, we are a small country. We are between Colombia and Peru. It's a quarter million kilometers. We are 16 million people living in Ecuador.
16? Wow.
16, not 60, 16. And 1.5 million people live also abroad. We have also a group of immigrants that have go to live abroad, especially in the United States, Spain and Italy.
That's nice.
It's not so big as Nigeria, but it has grown. I remember 20 years ago we were half, we were 8 million. But right now we are almost double. So it's always a challenge for a country to produce new resources to feed the population, to try to improve the economy, to go and make more places for working and that so on. So the economy has to grow.
Setting up the Ecuadorian Embassy in Nigeria, it's to facilitate and increase the trade volume between Nigeria and Ecuador. Before now, the balance of trade was a little bit on the low side, and since the inception of the embassy in Nigeria, we have been trying to improve the economic integration and trade volume between Nigeria and Ecuador. And I think one of the areas we should collaborate in the area of agriculture. Like you know, Ecuador is a land that is in the center of the world, the boost of agricultural produce. And in Nigeria, we also have lands that can actually produce, especially now that the government is trying to diversify from the oil to agriculture. There are so many areas we can collaborate, and we have been doing that. We have had interactive sessions with various chambers of commerce. We have had with Kano, Port Harcourt, and Seoul being in Lagos. We also discovered that the Nigerian markets have little or no knowledge about Ecuador and Ecuadorian produce and businesses. So we actually doing that by ensuring that we get involved in some of the trade fair. We've been to Abuja Trade Fair. In the month of November, we'll be in Lagos. We have visited Port Harcourt, and there are a lot that we could do.
Okay, so how do you think Ecuador responds to, let's say, visitors? Are they lively people?
Yeah, we are friendly people. We have 1.5 million tourists each year, especially from United States and Europe, and also from Colombia and some from Peru.
And no Nigeria.
We are far, but there are some Nigerians that are trying to know Ecuador. We have a consular section that is always open to help Nigerians to go to Ecuador.
Tourism in Nigeria and Ecuador is very important. As we all know, there are lots of sights and sounds to see in Nigeria and in Ecuador. Ecuador being the center of the according to the world, it's the center of the world, the equator. That's where it got its name, Ecuador. Ecuador has got the Galapagos Islands. It's one of its territories. At the Galapagos Islands, there's a lot of biodiversity, a lot of tourism, a lot of plants and animals in their natural habitat, which is what which attracts a lot of tourists worldwide. It's what Nigeria should try to, visit and see how such things can even be enjoyed in Ecuador as well. Nigeria has national parks as well. We have our Tinapa, Obudu. So does Ecuador. There's a lot of national parks there for visits and tourism. So it's something that Nigerians would be attracted to. So Ecuador is a tourist attraction that we really want to support and encourage a lot of Nigerians to visit.
That's nice. So if I come to Ecuador now, what will be the type of food? So what kind of food do you eat in Ecuador? Do you eat rice like in Nigeria here, like egusi soup, amala? Do you have them there?
We have most the same ingredients. That's interesting. We have, I can't remember how do you say it in Nigeria. It's aloko. It's the...
Aloko? I didn't know that.
That's the plantain.
Oh,
Fried
okay.
plantain. We use that. We eat a lot of rice, and it depends on which part of the country are you, because we have the coast, the highland, and the Amazon. Okay. So we have every type of food, from seafood, from highland food, and also Amazon food.
And you think I will love the food?
Yeah, you will like. Maybe you will miss some pepper because we put pepper aside. So when you want, you just pour the amount of pepper that you want.
That's nice. So tell me more. What currency do they use in Ecuador?
In 1999, we have a very big banking crisis. So what I used to say is we kill our currency because we take the dollar as our currency. So right now we have the currency. Our currency is the dollar. That has helped to stabilize inflation. The rate of inflation that we have is 4%.
Okay. So the former currency, what was it called?
It was Sucre. It's one of the patriots for the independence.
Sucre. Okay, that's nice. So I saw this on social media about Ecuador's president stripping his vice president of all functions. What do you have to say about?
What has happened is that the name of the vice president has been named in some investigations about payments of and bribes of a Brazilian company called Odebrecht. But it's under investigation, so it's not proof because there is an uncle from the vice president that's in the middle of this. So the president decided to keep the functions out from the vice president, so he could defend himself if it's the case or not. Okay. But it's a very complicated process if it happens, because the general prosecutor, if he wants to vinculate the vice president to this process of investigation, he has to ask for permission from the High Court, and then the High Court has to ask for permission also for the Congress. So it's like, and at the moment in the Congress there is a majority of the ruling party. So it's not an easy way. And yesterday, one of the person that had go out from Ecuador, that used to be the Minister of Petroleum, comes back from United States, and he says that he is going to collaborate to the justice. So the case is moving on, but the good news about this bad news is that Ecuador, as most of the countries in the world, are fighting straight corruption. But we will see what will be the end of this.
But there's no proof yet about
No, there is no proof yet.
investigation. So does he have to maintain his position, or he has been stripped, he does not have to go to office again, or?
He has his position, but he has no specific function, because our constitution says that the president has to give what to do to the vice president.
Okay.
What he had done from your cable from the news is that he has quit all the functions.
That's nice. Okay, let's leave politics out now. We are here for you. We have to have a very lively chat. Tell me about, let's say, more about yourself. When you're on your leisure time, what do you do mostly?
Well, I like to read. I read a lot.
Like what books?
The last book that I read, it was a one that is a compilation of a speech that had been made in a seminar about relations about South America and Africa. For leisure, I had just finished yesterday a book of the Swiss novelist, because he get nationalized, is Hermann Hesse, Siddhartha.
So, what other question? Do you dance?
I have back pain, so I try to dance, but my doctor, I used to play soccer too, but the doctor says that it's too strong for back pain, so I had to quit from.
So, no other sports apart from soccer?
They said swimming, but I am very lazy to swimming and walking.
Swimming is a very nice exercise.
Yeah.
Okay, tell me, since you came into Nigeria, what's your experience?
I like to travel, even you know that one of the problems of the country is that you cannot travel by road, but I had to travel to Lagos, Kano, also to Kaduna, Port Harcourt. Next month it will be 2 years that I am here. So I always try to spread the knowledge of Ecuador in Nigeria. So I think it's difficult, but because you know you are a giant country, you have a lot of people. I always try to promote Ecuador as a place where you could go on visiting as a tourist, or you could make investments. One of the challenges that we have as a mission when we opened the mission in September 2015 is to try to know how to increase the volume of trade between Nigeria and Ecuador and vice versa. We had made a small study about which products of Ecuador could have an opportunity from Ecuador to the Nigerian market. We find out that probably there is an opportunity for tuna, canned fish, shrimps, also some type of caramels and things like that. But also it seems crazy, but there is a Nigerian trader that is beginning to investigate if it's possible to take bananas from Ecuador. It sounds strange, but he get impressed of the quality of the product when he was in Dubai. So we are always not trying to discharge anything without searching. One of the issues is also that Nigeria is not well known in Ecuador, and Ecuador is not well known in Nigeria. So we are always trying to promote our country. We had participated in the Abuja Trade Fair. We are going to participate again this year, and we will go to Lagos as well to try to get a better knowledge of the country. When I visit a city, I always try to visit and have a small lecture about Ecuador at the chambers of commerce, so they could know more about Ecuador and get more interested in knowing the country.
The experience? Has it been nice? Do you enjoy your traveling? Do you enjoy the people?
I enjoy the traveling because, I could see how Nigerian people are so resilient, because you have a lot of challenges as we could see. So, and you know how to manage it with a lot of, I don't know how to describe it, but with a lot of efficiency, and I see how your priorities try to help to keep the country working and moving on.
Could you tell me the trade volume between Ecuador and Nigeria?
The trade is very, very few. I think it's around $10 million each year.
10 million.
And the main products had been in the past, for example, spare parts from the oil industry, some roses and things like that. But we have launched a study to interest Ecuadorian exporters about the Nigerian market. So we are working to promote Nigeria as a place where they could sell their products. Especially tuna fish, canned tuna fish, frozen fish, also roses, and straws.
Are you bound by any form of confidentiality?
Well, right now, international relations are very open. So most of the things are not confidential itself, and because you need to open the public information to the public. So transparency is very important right now.
If a journalist now in Nigeria should come on national TV, would you be able to answer any question at all?
Yeah, of course. If I have the knowledge, I will answer without any problem. And transparency is very important, and public opinion and freedom of press are important for democracy, because all of these issues are against corruption. When a public servant could take public money, when the bills are not clear, and if you have the budget in the websites and you have what they are going to spend, and there is traceability of the money, of course corruption will be less. So why not to talk? I have been very openly talking about what's happening in Ecuador about corruption after the new government take posts. And it's strange that an ambassador accepts that we have corruption, but it's everywhere in the press. Why I have to hide that the Comptroller General of Ecuador had go to Miami? Because he has denounced as a person that has received bribes from Odebrecht. And I also have told that the Minister of Petroleum had go to Miami, and I am right telling that he's coming back to tell what had happened to the justice.
I just want to say I'm actually impressed, and I'm so happy to have you here on our show, and I pray that very soon we'll be coming back to see you, and we'll want you to give us other things about yourself, like your dance style.
I will improve my dancing.
you say you can't dance now. That's why
No, I could, but sometimes it's difficult. Okay. But I like Nigerian music as well.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi, you're watching Half Hour with Khoze. Up next is some of the pictorial records of the activities of the Ambassador of Ecuador to Nigeria, His Excellency Leopoldo Rovayo Verdesoto. Since the inception of the embassy in Abuja, the 15th of December 2015 is next. This is the first event organized by the Ecuadorian Embassy in Abuja in collaboration with the Korea Cultural Center. central area, Abuja. We have the guitarist Almeida flew all the way from Germany to perform at these events. And Ambassador put a lot of things together to make this a reality. Yeah, this was when the OPEC Secretary General was newly elected, and he paid a visit to Ambassador at the embassy in Abuja. And they talked about, petroleum issues, since both countries are OPEC members. Yes, the Ecuadorian embassy actually participated at the Abuja Chamber Trade Fair last year. You see the ambassador at the front, and Mr. Mario Vegas is there, Mr. Alex Aziza, and of course the deputy head of mission, Mr. Jaime Campos, graced the grand opening of the trade fair. And you also see the president of the Abuja Chamber of Commerce, Mr. Tony Ejikonye, and the Minister of State for Industry, Trade and Investment, Aisha Abubakar, also visited the stand of the embassy. Yes, the Minister of State for Petroleum, Dr. Ibe Kachuku, also received Ambassador of Ecuador to Nigeria at the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation tour Abuja, and they share views on petroleum issues and the declining crude oil prices. And that's me right there. Okay, this is how we come to the end of the program for today. And my name is Khoze Clement.